everybody. Welcome back to Frank Conversations. My name is Zoe. All right, so today I wanted us to talk about something that is a little bit disturbing to me. Um, so as I was like looking through the news and reading and watching the news, I came across this article that um, Israel is recruiting African asylum seekers to fight the war in Gaza, right? If we know, asylum seekers are those people that leave their country because their countries are war torn zones or they practically unlivable because of the wars that are happening, right? And if we think of an example right now, we can say South Sudan and the DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo. If those people leave their country and go to a better country to seek refuge and to seek like some kind of protection from the war that's going on, those people are called asylum seekers, right? And what countries usually do is they give these people residency, right? So that they don't have to go back um, to their motherland, right? So what had happened is that Israel now is offering permanent residency, you know, to these asylum seekers or African asylum seekers, right? They're offering permanent residency to these African asylum seekers if they fight the war in Gaza, right? Why are they fighting the war in Gaza, or why would they want them to fight the war in Gaza? Well, because the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, is practically falling apart. Um, they don't have enough manpower, number one. Also, the people that they are fighting with are not playing, not this time around. So all the people from all the groups from Iran, Iraq, even Palestine itself, like the groups that are fighting Yemen, all of those people that are fighting are not giving them a break. They're not giving them a break. So they are literally, the manpower is dwindling right now, you know? And so they are looking to increase the manpower or the boots by involving these African asylum seekers, which is very ironic because those people fled their countries from war only to what? To fight another war that has nothing to do with their country. Okay. All right. So there's about 30,000 asylum seekers in Israel, and 3,500 of them are from South Sudan. So naturally, they like already making their calculations and saying, okay, if we have these numbers, then these people are going to be the boots um, on the field, right? When we are fighting. Okay. So the Israeli Defense Force, the officials realized that, hey, we could exploit these numbers. You know, we could exploit these numbers by putting them on the front line of a war that has absolutely nothing to do with them because they are literally stuck between a rock and a hard place, and they have nowhere to go because they fled Sudan, or they fled Congo, they fled whatever to come here to look for refuge. There's no way they're gonna go back there. They're already here anyways, so they might as well fight the war in Gaza that has nothing to do with them, and our people should maybe take a break or hide or not fight. If they want permanent residency, they need to fight. So that's basically what happened. So it's alleged that these people, how they get these people, right? They they would call these migrants, right, to a security facility and tell them that they are looking for people to fight a life or death war in for Israel. Okay, and they allegedly give them a 2 week training. Okay, and get this, they give them a 2 week training to go fight this war that is literally taking over the whole world right now. Like we're all watching the war that's happening in Gaza and in Israel, and we just like, oh my gosh, we don't want to get involved, but like for some reason we all end up getting involved because it's such a big war, right? It's a big thing. South Africa is even involved, with the court cases so that it can actually stop, you know, because a lot of people have been killed. It's brought so much trauma to a lot of people, even us, people who are not there physically. Like we've seen things that we should not see on TV, on online, anywhere, you know. Um, but basically, these people will get a 2 week training to be these now soldiers for Israel, and they will get a salary. They will get the same salary they got from the job they left when they are now these soldiers. Okay, so let me just explain that a little bit. So if this person was selling fish in the streets, right, and getting paid maybe 200 rands a week or 1,000 rand a month or whatever, they will still be getting that much when they are soldiers fighting a war for Israel. So it's not like they're going to get like a salary fit for a soldier. No, no. They're going to get this a salary fit for a person who sells fish in the streets. Speak of exploitation. Like that is like exploitation on another level. Like, so what they do and what they are also considering allegedly is they are considering like the possibility of recruiting asylum seeker children who are in the schools of the public system or the public education system of Israel. So if your child is in school in Israel and you are an African asylum seeker, then your child is possibly going to be recruited to go fight this war in Gaza. That has absolutely nothing to do with you. You didn't start it. You didn't ask for it. You just wanted a safe place because you ran away from a place that was dire, thinking that you are going to a place that is safer for you to live and to have a life. And here you are going to fight as a child. As a child. Your parents took you from something that was very bad, from a place that was very bad or that was war torn, to a place that was safe. And now these people here are exploiting you because they know that you are actually in need of security, in need of a place. Now they're going to take these kids, allegedly, and make them go into the front lines of a war, fighting and killing kids and women in Gaza. I mean, we are already standing at like 41,000 deaths, and 95,000 injuries in in Palestine. Those are the numbers of people that have died, and those are the numbers of people who are injured, you know. And we are looking at this now, and it's like it's going to get worse because now on top of this this ethnic cleansing that they're doing, now they're adding our people who went there to seek refuge because they had started a war in their countries. We must remember that these wars that are started in Africa have nothing really to do with Africans. If we want to be honest, those people or those wars were not started by Africans, or they're not started by the people or the citizens of those countries. No, these wars are economic wars and people who just want to pull strings in these countries. So it's a very sad situation that people are going through. And I feel like if we don't stand up as Africans, we will continuously be exploited, even when we are literally at our knees asking for for refuge, for help. Like, yo, my country is burning. Can I just stay here until we have a stable country? It's not even going to happen, because wherever you go, they keep exploiting you. Like, this is so sad. I find this is so sad, especially when it comes to children who have absolutely no idea of what's going on. And now you are putting these children in jeopardy because what? You don't have enough soldiers, because your soldiers are like dying. They're being like killed left, right, and center. But you're not even stopping the war. You have the options. You have the option to stop the war, and you just continuing with the war. Now you don't even have enough manpower. So what are you going to do? You're going to figure it out. And figuring it out is you taking the lives or the bodies of people who were actually seeking refuge in your country, and making them the boots to fight the war that they never started. It's sad. It's sad, but it's the life of an African. It's the life of an African. But that's what I wanted us to talk about today. If you have anything to add, just comment down below, like, and please share. Some things just need us to be a little, empathetic to the situations that are happening in Africa. It goes to show, like, there's so many problems that we are dealing with in Africa, that people are willing to go to places that are not secure for them. But you kind of weigh your options. You're like, you know what? I have a chance of living in Israel. I have a chance of living life, instead of dying when I'm in South Sudan. I could just be blown by a bomb in the DRC, where in Israel I could be living. But now it has changed. There's a whole war like going on now in Israel, and the people that they want to put in the front lines are people who are like fleeing you know so yeah, let's subscribe and let's just keep these conversations going. Like, it's always nice to hear what your opinion or your views are when it comes to these kinds of topics, because they're not really out there for people to really engage in. So let's engage on these kinds of topics, and let me hear what you guys think, and let me hear what your opinions are, and let's keep the conversation going. Thank you again for the love. Thank you again for subscribing. Thank you again for the likes. And yeah, peace.